Good evening. So we'll warm up in a minute, watch the cat play with the ants and stuff like that. But tonight's theme is resistance. Okay, so what does resistance mean to you?
According to Ohm's law, electric resistance.
It's whatever you want to make it. So what does it mean to you?
Well, blocking an effort.
Yeah, that's a good definition. Any
Yeah,
other
blocking a
definition?
flow.
Yeah, okay, that's a good definition and useful when we think of it in terms of Aikido too. Anything else? Is it a good word or a bad word? Is it a positive for you or a negative? So all of you might have different opinions. Positive or negative for you?
It could be you depending on the context, right?
It could be for you, yeah. Nick?
I think it's neutral for me as well.
Is neutral?
That's neutral.
Neutral.
Neutral, but at the same time, the first sense was negative.
Yeah, so when you think about it intellectually, you see, hang on, there's a good point to this and there's a bad point to it. But often with words, you have a gut reaction to them. And I think if we think of resistance in terms of Aikido, my gut reaction, I won't force it on you, is it's a negative. Blocking the flow is not what we want to do. But at the end of the day, when we are defending against an attack, isn't that resisting? At the end of the day, we're not letting them do what they were hoping to do. We're turning it into something else. I think you classify that as resistance.
It's flipping the definition basically instead, in a way.
In a way, it is. But that's what we do, isn't it? We transform conflict. It's not conflict as we kind of normally think of conflict, but that's what we do. We're entering into a conflict and we're transforming it into something different. Positive result. So I think there's both elements there. If we think of resistance, when people block that flow, what do we think the motivations are?
I mean, motivations for blocking flow.
Yeah.
Well, outside of us trying to do Aikido in order to stop conflict, if it's something that's intended to us, within training context or on the outside, but we're trying to do, go from A to B, or have a goal, to go from A to B, whether it's intellectual or to say kind of like a physical one, then I would say that this kind of resistance is kind of stopping us from achieving that.
Okay, fine. So let's try and shortcut it. What are the motivations for resistance? I can give you my ideas, but I want to see if you
selfishness, really.
It can be ego and selfishness. Let's see how good your Aikido is. It can be fear. Very often, and is the resistance against somebody else, or is it resistance within? Very often it's your own resistance. Oh no, I don't feel comfortable with this. So you don't really enter wholeheartedly. You kind of get dragged in bit by bit, screaming and kicking, really, because you're not comfortable being there. And we have to learn to do in Aikido is to get comfortable with going to places which, on the face of it, it's not smart to do. Yeah. So that's what we're going to explore. Yeah, I better let the cat in before it. It's crazy. Are you coming? All right then. All right, everybody else. Let's do all. For the whole sheet. 10 to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Reaching. 1, 2, 4, Be careful. So do that slowly. If I catch you there, you're going to be very vulnerable. If your drop is there, and I catch you, can you see how much more stable you are?
Yes.
There. Hold it up. Good. That's good, right? So you don't want your hand to drop behind you. And I would recommend not keeping stiff arm, but letting it flex. 4 flexes, 4, it's straight at the top and then it flexes and drops. So if you think about a lot of our throws, okay, I wouldn't be doing this with a straight arm. It doesn't really work very well. It's kind of from here. Yeah. There's much more impact on the body. This is how we do it. We generate that sort of natural power. If we don't practice it with doing this, we probably won't do it within our technique. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yet we want a big flow, and we want to feel the circularity of it. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut it for me. I want it to feel really reach the ranges of where I can go. And you can explore that. So up there, no, it's too far. It's just overdoing it. I've got to feel comfortable throughout this.
So you're saying that basically, in essence, we just allow, having as an axis our shoulder, allow really unrestricted movement on the joints, especially on the other.
Pretty much. So if I could put your hand on your shoulder, if your shoulder is going right up every time, that's probably wrong. Of course, there's a little bit of feeling in your shoulder, but you shouldn't really feel it rise very much. Yeah, you're just pivoting in that joint. I think that's quite a good way of
because then, if this is relaxed, it doesn't matter about the suddenly you have to just basically just drop it downwards. If it's enough momentum, then it just basically allows it to continue to drop.
Pointing at the floor a bit. Yes. I suppose one of those exercises are fun, really, because they're so fundamental and there's always stuff to explore in them. 2 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the way. 2, 3, 4, 5 with a bounce. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, notice how far can you go down with your knees inwards? That's how far I can go. And how far I can go if I go outwards. I can get really, really low. Yeah, look, you can come a Hottentot or whatever it is that tribe that does this. Okay, but we don't want to go that low usually, but we do want to go quite low. So imagine you're riding on a horse. You never keep digging the knees into the horse. The horse would love it, I imagine. Yeah, so kind of jogging along. You just go outwards. You can drop lower. Very important to drop from straight back. You don't want to be doing this. And we'll go down, keep straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. So one of the things that resistance, if we pay attention to it, is we can compare different ways of moving our body. When does our body resist? If I put my knees in quite soon, or what happens if I go in the opposite direction? Oh, I can go further. Yeah. So just exploring what your body's capable of by trying different variations and see what stops sooner might be a good idea. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's telling you when to stop here? Why do you stop where you stop?
With the discomfort, suppose it's pain.
Yeah, a little bit. Your body's saying, hang on, well, any more than that is going to hurt. And maybe you're stupid and you make it hurt. Who knows? But that's not the point of these exercises. The point is to have a stretch which pushes your boundaries. Right? In many ways, that's what Aikido is all about. It's all about learning to push your boundaries. So what's uncomfortable today is vaguely all right tomorrow, becomes comfortable the day after that, and then we're taking the next step forward. Leaping way over what you're comfortable with usually leads to disaster. Continually pushing the envelope means that we grow as people. Yeah, so our training becomes more intense the longer we do it, right? We put you under more and more physical pressure. It's greater speed, it's greater power. And you've got to still stay calm and do the same stuff, get the same result. And that's true in all life, really. Any skill you can think of, you start on a low base, keep doing it, and you'll then become capable of doing more and more things. So I don't know what you're doing with a PhD in, but you began once upon a time in that subject as a complete baby knowing very little. And now you're one of the world experts in your subject. So how about that? Okay, so something. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, so you go out and not be much good. Just be there, nice and centered. So I can't get in, I can't get away. So it's not doing much. It's not holding me hard, but I can't get in. Okay, so this is kind of I'm meeting his resistance as soon as I try to come in. So how am I going to overcome that? So very often, when people resist you, what do? What do we often do when people get in the way? Our natural reaction in any situation. Your default, probably. You'll have one of two defaults when people resist you. Be honest, come on.
Yeah.
Okay. It might be to get up. So, oh, that's too difficult. That's good. It works. Okay. Or push harder. That's what most people do. They do one of those two. They get up or they push harder. Is either one effective? Because when I push harder, what does he do? He gets harder and we get into a big contest. And one of us might win.
Only if it's in my best interest to kind of like keep resisting, I suppose.
Yeah. There's a reason why you're resisting. It might be just to be nasty. It might be because, no, I don't want to go there. I'm just not comfortable going there. So what I need to do is I need to get myself in this place. What has he got hold of? Say what you see. What has he got hold of?
The wrist.
Thank you. You are saying what you see. He's got hold of my wrist. Has he got the rest of my body? No. Okay. So if I focus on trying to move my wrist, all that happens is I feel his solidity. So the one thing he's got is the one thing I'm trying to move. I mean, isn't that a bit stupid? I've got everything else I can move. I can move all of this stuff. Look, I've got lots of places I can go without moving that. So don't move the thing they've got hold of. Very good rule for your Aikido in general. If they got hold of them, let them have it. Move everything else. Align with it as far as you can. Going a bit far, isn't it? Yeah. So it'd be nice to be on this level like that, but it creates a fight. Yeah. So I don't really want him to know I'm doing this. He shouldn't really feel much.
No, only apart from your fingers, kind of like,
yeah. And if I'm distracting him with that kind of thing, he won't notice this. So I move the fingers alone, but the angle of my arm stays the same. I turn and I step back. Now I'm by his side and it's like, oh look. Now I'm by his side, and who's got the upper hand now? He's kind of lower. I'm kind of upper. We're at the end of where we need to get to. And I did it without fighting. But what I did was I said, okay, you want that? You can have that. Let's find out why. Let's take a look at it from your point of view. I don't really see where well. Let's go somewhere else. Somewhere else. So Make it work. Be perfect. That's all I'm asking. Okay. I'm going to have to go and door off. So I'm not coming in, I'm not coming out, I'm just not letting you go. What's your PhD? You have to really.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Not easy one. Yeah.
So hopefully, the way to conclude.
Forget that bit. Do you remember anything else? Pressure, and then you go, oh, I'm feeling more pressure. What I did was that turn. So when you're turning, there's probably a moment where I can get this. So I don't really get much of a moment.
Because we want too much.
Okay, so a bit of tension there.
It means if you just, pivot around the axis, and you just curve, keeps first curve. And then I will bring it my obligation is what I'm holding here. Really, I'm hitting two axes. And like a frontal axis only, I'm really going to do it now. Let's say the first axis, I'm not going to do it wide. From there, there.
Okay, one extra point. So I get where I'm supposed to go. It's take a pause when I get to the end. That's not very good, is it? Does that look like a natural place to go? That would be relaxed, wouldn't it? Now,
You can put your entire weight without actually having any strength here.
and so from here, now I'm feeling really comfortable. It's impossible way for him to live. That's the end of that. So, very important that your shoulders and your arms stay relaxed. I'm going to fail. Or sometimes you see this one is lovely and relaxed, but this one's definitely not. Yeah, you've got to be really relaxed. Yeah. And then it's really hard to shift and easy. Okay. So I went on this course this weekend, and the whole theme was just stay in your center. All the time, just stay in your center. And if you're in your center, it doesn't matter what he does because you're in your center. It won't impact you, just fall off you in a moment. So it's very easy to move. But as soon as he grabs, I've come out of my center. He's in his center. He's the one who's got control. Why am I doing that? Come back to your center and whatever you want to do, you can do.
As long as it's, how to say, valid mechanically.
Of course. Yeah, I can't make my body do stuff it's not designed to do. It's designed to do quite a lot of stuff, actually. I can do stuff. So, I just wanted to relax. So, he would start every move with strike a pose. Offer before, then you let them take. Don't let them take. Offer, then they take. Okay, I'm in my center. Stay in my center. Really relax in the action. All right, okay, I'm going to
It's over here. So you should
Yes.
okay. pressure increase. It's uncomfortable. I'm not saying you could pull the way.
Not into anything.
But you know that you're feeling
You get to center where it was supposed to be.
you're pushing your fist into the wall. Stop.
Is it actually?
So can you feel any pain now? Start moving slowly. Can you feel it increasing? Back off. Must have done it wrong then. Turn that. Don't move that. Turn around it. Step back.
This helps the direction.
Well, there you go. So I put a metaphorical wall there. Because when I start entering, I can back off now. Kind of. Oh, now I can feel the pressure. So this is getting more and more stupid as people enter because there's more and more pressure. I should go up the pressure there.
Usually I have to be stopped within my center. The other push or pull. Here it's more like this way.
Take it around that spot. Whole body around that line and step back. So right, you've got to turn around. So if you put my hand, then my shoulder's pretty much over that line.
Yeah.
If I enter in over it, pressure builds. If I exert the wall, it's like a yoga. When I turn around it, so make an imaginary line. If this was a wall, you could run through it, so don't try. Come round it. Come round the wall.
Just need to pull a little bit strong.
Why did you step so far over there? Step to me. Because it was really great until you stepped over there, then the pressure goes. Turn, step to me. Now it's working. It's easy though. Right. Hey. Right. So this person's grabbed my wrist. They're trying to control me. Martial arts is always about someone trying to control potentially, right? So the daft thing to do surely would be to go to them. Why do I want to go next to or closer to this person that's potentially trying to hurt me? So I kind of want to stay away from them. You just keep the thing moving forward. But if I come to the side, then actually I have control over them, and I've got no control over her. And we have to do the counterintuitive thing and go right to our partner. So actually now it's very hard for her to influence me. I'll do that a little bit differently. So it's very difficult for me to control her there because I didn't come together. I have to come to her. I almost nothing. I don't have to do big flowery moves. I can just drop my center. I don't want to do big flowery moves. We can do big flowery moves. It's lovely. No problem with that. It's just don't have to. I want to come close. This is not going to help. Oh, I can really go. Really enter in. Engage with it, and then you actually get the opposite effect to the one that intuition says, no, I don't want to go there. But then you get this inner resistance saying, no, I'm not comfortable going there. It's not her resisting, it's me resisting. So I've got to say, oh no, it's okay. This is okay. Teacher said it was okay. I'll give it a go. Right, okay, so let's try without tension making move, okay? Do you want me to show you one more time? Because I think it's quick. So what we're going to do is this hand's going to go down. Right, and then we're going to take a big step in. And this hand is going to go up. But you can't go straight up because the power is stopping you. So what you have to do is you have to come low and then come up. So this hand does that. Look at what that's done to her body. It's kind of game over already. This hand does this, comes in, up, open, and down. Okay, so hold. That's there. Take that one away for a second. Okay, I cannot go against this power line. I'm feeling resistance. So that's telling me this is stupid. Okay, you always follow the line of least resistance. You're water in a pipe in Aikido. You're always looking for the hole. Okay, ooh, there are holes here. Oh, look, lots of things I can do on the outside. But I'm not trying to do tension angle. So what I can do is I can fold her arm in like that. Just hold the ground. It's very hard to stop that, isn't it? I wouldn't move like I've just moved. I'm just trying to show you that it's very hard to stop taking the arm into there. And then it's very hard to stop me lifting. Then there's resistance, so I have to open up. Because otherwise it won't go. I feel resistance, so I shift it. So I can do it with one hand, or the other hand, you can put both together, and it's done.
Yes, and I just add that the most kind of like efficient one of that, for the most ways to efficiently move is always, always 90 degrees to the application of the force. If you go 90 degrees, whatever you couldn't go straight at it, but you could actually go always either on the axis at 90 degrees to that force.
Yep.
Any time that there was resistance, I could see that you were always moving.
So that's kind of 90 degrees, isn't it?
And because it's starting to kind of like stop that.
That's 90 degrees too, isn't it? It's only a quarter circle. So.
Yeah, quarter circle. Yeah.
So that's a quarter circle. And then we do another 90 degrees, which is up. And then we come out, which is another 90 degrees, I guess. So we kind of do 4 quarters in different places.
And making spirals, obviously.
Yeah. But I stay close to my partner. No good. Definitely no good. As close as I can get. She's gone really. I don't have to make the shape because she's already gone. Yep. Okay. And I will see that. Relax, relax. That was good. Yeah. Open up. But this kind of ended up here. And it should end up about there. So I will come up. And it becomes in a more fluid, fast fashion. You don't have to do it fast. You can go into it very okay, so really close. That has to be a percent of it.
Without bleeding.
Hey, we're moving again. And then keep going. Pretty much. You slammed into a wall. Oh,
Completely blocked.
Don't come at me.
You have right. And then you can just separate those. Using the resistance. 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 No resistance. Go and find a place. Ah, that's the way. Excellent. Okay, other side. Yeah, really slower. getting excited.
Open the business. No, on the way. So, when you finish, my hands start here. When you finish here, and here. Not here and there, but here and here.
Relax. Relax.
Very hard.
Yeah. So, what's stopping me getting in? No, what's stopping me getting in is my elbow. Because it's really stiff.
All of a sudden, you move the back. Yes, exactly.
If I just practice,
You wouldn't have got any of
now I can get really close.
Listen, don't just move the target.
Yes. Yes. What's the intent of this event? So you take my
Yes. This is what you hold on.
That's killing.
No, no, no.
Second.
Yeah.
See you in the middle position. Wow.
I promise you I won't hold that. I hold the power. Well, I hold like this.
Now we have to put it down.
Light touch.
Yes.
Down.
This is the way. Maybe look when. Okay, no,
So here's one force, here's another force. How can you align with my force? And now come.
If I will speak back.
What did you do physics?
How much you trying to
Think about physics.
So, slowly. So here.
That was nice.
Yeah, just from here. Because we're supposed this way.
Outside.
So we will use this.
No pressure.
Which means the fire that you
Okay, so you're forcing me to get in.
sometimes not always.
Where's your elbow?
I think we-
I said, no, take your wrist down. Turn your wrist, not that way.
So it's like, yes.
There you go.
So in effect, you make yourself, you'll be exposed to the other side. Maybe let's show you the other way.
Okay. So, different schools practice in different ways and have different purposes, and I'm not saying there's a right or a wrong. It's all wrong. But don't do it my way, it's not. No, but lots of people will tell you to hold like a python. You've probably experienced that. If I hold very hard like that, all my focus goes on this. Okay. So use what you know to shift. Actually, if he says relax, it's very easy to shift me. Okay? But if he decides he's going to fight this, it's just becomes
So it's 70% interest.
yeah, the stronger person wins, and kind of I'm on the top. So I've got an upper hand. I might not be the strongest, but I've got an upper hand from at least the positioning point of view. Right? So he's got more to overcome. So what very often you find when someone holds you very hard is that when you find a way to shift me, it collapses very, very quickly because everything is focused on, all their strength is in this one place. All right, so now, how am I holding you now?
Oh, very lightly.
Very lucky. Okay.
Almost to the point that like I don't even know where you're
Right. Okay.
playing this.
So now you start to move.
Yeah.
As soon as he's moving, I can feel it. Or I'm like this, I don't notice the small stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he could be moving his feet, and I don't really feel that much. You know, I'm so focused on the wrist. But the small, when I hold lightly, the smallest move, and I'm still holding. Yep. So let's say we're doing. Okay, so very often we have this hard hold is this, and I've kind of lost my posture already, and it's thrown me, right? With the light hold, let's see that. He hasn't taken my balance yet, because as soon as I don't let one bit of my body move, and then leave bits of it behind. I let my upper body move. But it was total resistance from my legs. My legs said, this is not a place I want to go. I wanted to hold that ground. I will hold it, but I'm incredibly weak now. It can be very easy. Whereas if I'm willing to shift, I still get it. I'm not saying I'm on top. I'm not saying he's on top. But I'm still
in a relationship.
Yeah. We got a different relationship. He's solved one problem. He hasn't solved the total problem. He might make a mistake. And I'll be ready to pounce, which I won't be if I'm down like this, right? So just make sure that when you're holding, you are holding with intent and power. So now if Nick tries to come into my side, I'm not holding any harder, but I've eased off, I've let it stop, I'm holding, because there's a block there. Yeah? So if I did that, like that, it just takes hand away.
Yeah.
So I do tend to keep my fingers around. So if he did take his hand away, I'm there. I follow it. So when he makes a mistake and I'm holding rightly, there is real power here. So make a mistake. Try and power your one. It's very uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
People have the habit of instead of saying, gosh, that's hurting, I think I'll stop now. Carry on. They make it worse. How dumb is that? So, you know, just make sure that you pay attention to the feedback that your body's giving you. Yeah. So don't mistake lightness of touch for lack of power. It can be.
It's like a noodle. So,
Yeah. It can be light of touch, but there's just nothing of me in it.
well, then you feel threatened. Just,
Then there's lightness of touch, but I'm absolutely with him. I'm not trying to impose myself, but now I can let him take liberties with it. And you can feel that straight away. And if he tries to crash into it, you'll definitely feel it. Yep. And the lighter I am, the more I feel, the easier it is for my whole body to move with the movement. The more the problem I am, the better the teacher I am. Yep. Okay, let's do two hands. So, real good resistance. Proper force right in front of me. So what's he got hold of? Okay, what's the bit I shouldn't move?
legs.
Thank you, thank you. You have to say what you see, otherwise the game's no fun for me. Okay, so you're right, you don't really move your arms. I can still move the rest of my body. Yep, I can still come in. I can pick it around. Oh, look, I'm both sides now. I've got stuff I can do. Hi! Oh, hello. Still stuff I can do. But it's all about moving around. So I can change ends if I come down, or I can keep that down and come in. But what I don't do is, so I'm trying to turn my body, and I think, well, that's attached to my arm. So I've got to turn my arm, haven't I? No, I haven't. I can say, no, you can have the arm. That's all right. So be prepared to give up the bit that they want. It's not a defeat. It's just being smart. because you've got something else in your locker. If they're attacking this wall, you can get your troops out the back gate and attack them round from behind, can't you? You don't have to just defend at the point that they're attacking. Just use your intelligence a little bit. Off we go. So what technique is in here? I suppose that would be good.
Right, so we're in Levy, perhaps?
Okay, maybe. So this one? Yeah. So I want this to come side, so in, turn, up, a little step behind him, so you can see his balance is gone, and now second. Okay, what do people see? They see this, but it's not an arm smash. What they're not noticing is that I'm shifting my back leg down. And be careful when you're watching Aikido videos. We're like magic tricks. This is the problem. Bam! It's not the problem. We want our partner's attention to be drawn to something. Here it is, come and get it. Bam! Yep. We set the game up. Right? But usually there's something else that's going on that's far more subtle. It's not so easy to spot. Okay, let's give it a go.
I think this is the application really going here. Your name. What's the majority? What was the English can? Well, never read. Yeah, oh, shifting this. Yes.
I'm sending it further. I'm sending it to your shoulder.
Yeah. I think at this point I have to really. Okay, you're trying to take 40%, so this one feels actually.
Yeah, it's the center that time.
Different, yeah.
Why not?
Oh, come on, that's actually hard. Ah, no.
Go down now.
Okay.
It's the same on the outside. It feels very good on the inside. Okay, don't take it.
Don't please move that a bit. And now, stay up.
So lower, it's hard because I'm a bit higher than you. So I think you
So you're aiming behind that.
You know what it is? So lifting, not knowing. So lifting stairs out.
Yes.
I must not get into the habit of.
Don't try to reach for it. Yes. You're staying in your center.
Yeah, because once I made the step this way and dropped, I can't go again. So even if I do this and drop up.
Me and them.
So I think this is something that are like creating levers necessary. Once the reset up. That's how we make it a natural way.
Let you feel the weight you are.
That's exactly where this was starting. Just come
You say that.
Last image.
Yes,
one more, I think. Oh, I see. It's a septic.
So you want to be able to move without
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. You're just going to be pretty. Just look at this later. I really enjoy this. Don't you get tense on me. No inner resistance, stay calm. Ah, good. Let me just turn this for a second. Perfect, okay, not perfect, but pretty good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Then. Did you feel the same, Mike? How did you?
No.
Okay, does it look the same, guys?
Pretty much.
What's changed?
The point that the pressure is coming from.
Okay. So how am I changing that? Because I'm holding in the same way.
Yes, but I cannot.
I know. But why can't you? Why can't you move now? Because I'm holding her in the same place, but I'm not holding her in the same place.
Yes.
I'm physically holding you in the same place, but mentally I'm holding you at your shoulder now.
Yes, because I can't move
I
it.
know, because I'm steadying my mind to your shoulder. So now the movement has to change. Okay. That feel different.
Yes,
Yes, I changed it again. So I was attacking your center. Or I could no, go to your head. Right. So that's what I mean. What you see and what's going on could be very, very different things. You're the only one that can tell.
Yeah.
You're the only one getting the feedback. What you have to do is you have to adjust the feedback. You have to use the feedback you're getting. Okay. So. This is quite a bit lower down than it was before. So I'm going to adjust my movement. So now this one's really coming in. So I'll do that. Is, people often they kind of give it away. So just go in the direction that you can go. Yeah, so this is really just here. I can kind of do that standard one. You can hold me, as far as I'm concerned, you're holding my shoulder while holding that. Now I know I can't go in. So I don't try and go in. First thing is, now you haven't got me anywhere, have you? So when she does it and I react, she's got me. Push forward. Got me. So that's me thinking, oh my God, she got me. Yeah, but as soon as I relax, push me. That's okay. So my first reaction is, oh, shoulder. So with your partners, thinking different places, put your intention there. Real intention. So when I mean that, so let's say I'm thinking of the shoulder. Don't do, no, just wait. Don't do this. I don't want you physically to lift with the shoulder. I want you to be sending your intention to the shoulder. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Okay, now has it changed? Yeah. Okay, you just stand there and notice when you can feel shifts. So you're just going to stand there, you don't have to do any technique.
Okay.
Okay. Is it shifted?
No. Yes.
I just want you to feel it. I
Yeah.
don't want you to move, I just want you to tell me what you feel.
Yeah, I feel a little pressure.
Okay, good.
Now it's going to
Good.
away.
Where is it now?
It is on my thing, like just on my arm.
Correct. Now?
It will be shifting on my shoulder
And?
and it will go on that part.
Yeah. Does it stop at your shoulder?
That's what?
Does it stop at your shoulder?
No.
So where does it go to?
Yes, it's on my shoulder, yeah.
No, I didn't. You went to your head. So you can play that game. Just don't try to do the technique. Just where's your partner's mind at? Okay? And then you can start saying, okay, now I'm going to move appropriately for where my partner's mind at. You pick the technique, do what's appropriate for what's going on, yeah? Marvelous. Oh, I can't pick anything. That's don't react to things. So what am I holding? Okay, so you can feel something there. That's what it feels. A reacting or a feeling. Don't look for something that's not there. It wasn't. It was what you just said. You're not doing anything different to the times before, you're just holding it with this. That's correct. As it happens, that is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'll shift it. Maybe, maybe not. Where was our mind going?
So where's the center?
So you have to go into maybe use the left to lane. Okay, just stop at your wrist.
Well, just my bottom of the arm, down level.
Yeah, shift it.
I think I'm supposed to be there. My focus is real life.
Yeah. It's a moving, you're also moving too much, right, so that's too much. So how do you actually work the left direction of your fight?
One body part, and the body part's moving.
Yeah, I suppose in that respect, this is
Imagine
very
that
because
I had a spider on my shoulder.
so you actually got my center, so I cannot stay focused. So this is what we ask the rest.
Crawling down his chest,
I know that you
going to his centre, down his leg. Right, so I can put my mind anywhere I like. It's not weird. I do it all the time. Our attention there. We're following this, right? So I can now describe that picture of the quite good detail because I'm giving it my attention. It's all part of my focus. So I'm interested in your shoulder. It's interest, it's intention, it's focus, you know. So I'm focused on the shoulder. I'm holding here, but I'm interested in the shoulder. Right, so, for your interested.
What's the way? Which will heal. So, yes. And then, yeah.
You can create a wave. So, when you move, if you get to move after that, you end up in trouble.
Yeah.
Once you start to move, you've got to stay moving.
I feel like it's like, I think it's like that's what my son wants.
Yeah, that was good. And then you moved me, so then you stood still. Whereas if you continue to turn and match my movement, you would end up joining me. And you'd be able to get there. Alright, hands my shoulder. Other hand, other shoulder.
Yes.
Wait. That one, there. Hold me. I can't get away. Now I can't get away. Now you've got my attention. Up, up. There's no good me doing wonderful things with this hand. You can way over there.
Yeah.
Try to keep them close to the centre. How are you doing, T? Are we doing right? Oh, she's feeling your shoulder. Did you bully her again? Right. These sort of things are quite daunting too. You're okay, Michelle?
I think so. I think I just, when I fall, I did something wrong, so just a temporary thing, I guess.
I'll back you in a second and I'll sort it. Okay, so you can move it. And all sorts of things you can do. But my reaction is, oh no! And I give him just what he needs to stay connected to the rest of me. I give him that dynamic tension of my arms, a rod between us that allows him to control the body. Whereas if I give him the noodles, noodles can't really affect my body. Noodles are noodles. He wants my arms. I think well, he's got my arms. resist. I'll let them come in if you want. Or maybe I'll say, oh, there's nice. I know you could have done things.
Yeah. Much interpretation.
Oh, look at that. So, what would you like to do? What would you like to do? There's a yonky, double yonky if you like. Or you can come up his centre line like that. So, off you go. Right. I come on. Do I feel anything stiff there? No. Noodles. Yep. Oh.
Yeah, that's the part.
Just an observation. What do you think is possible? So they did resign. Why?
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, which one? Come behind. Yes. Come behind me. Yeah, shove forward. Yeah. I exaggerate in the posture of this, but
It's not maintaining this, we're going to
but it is a bit
eat off it from like this here. So, yeah, that was another example. Yes. Or you want to get out of the way. Okay. One is to the ground, one is to the face.
drop here.
So this is all this now. How do these go?
Chickens are watching you now.
Yeah. Allow you to space.
You're going to screw around.
It's good. It's good. So there's very much.
All right. So, strike the pose. This one needs to be free flow.
Nearly.
So, release. So, don't be doing this. I'm looking for techniques. Look to be, oh, where would you like to go? Yeah. That's nice. Oh, oh that's good. So you can move what you like, but don't lose your center. When you're centered, you're aware of his body movement. When you're aware of his body movement, you'll see the weaknesses and you can exploit it. Yep. Okay, so.
Good.
Microphone. Have you ever been there? Have you ever stayed there? Have you? This. Okay, so oh. Oh, I don't know. What happens now? So, oh, I can't move. So, feel loads of panic, calm down, and move up again. Right. So I'm not holding you. Oh, yes. Okay. You don't need to apologize.
Because enough, because I was going to do the second thing.
Technique, and that's so.
So, little clue. I'm trying to react when he's got hold of me. Yeah? Why don't you let him get hold of me? Don't let him get hold of me. Show him it. If you want to damage it, it's there, it's there. Keep his attention on it, but don't let him get hold of it. It's not impossible, but you've got to, it's harder. Yeah? So don't do that either, because he won't follow that. So if I pull that away, he'll attack something else. You want him to think, well, it's nearly there, but it never quite is. So I can't do this. That's not good. I can't do this. That's no good. I have to say, oh, I have to just stay ahead of the game. Yeah, carrot, donkey. That's the picture, right? You want to keep the donkey moving forward. Take the carrot too far away, donkey's not interested. Let him eat the carrot, he's not interested. Keep him hungry. Or her.
All right, but only perhaps for the, when it's necessary, as long as it's necessary. It's not necessary to keep anyone hungry.
You satisfy them by showing them the floor.
Or keeping the carrot.
It's very satisfying. Okay, come on, let's go. Phil.
Yeah.
Yes.
The rest of it is always keep the thing that's called the normal how Stay there.
Yes.
So I think you're holding the link. Let you use that. Just there. Yeah, you have to focus on getting it.
If we get take the
Don't get this. Yeah.
think
Sorry.
about it.
Here.
Nice.
I don't do it.
What was that then?
The other one can-
She wasn't there. Yeah, one charge to end it. My power's on top of you.
Yeah.
So when we absorb it, you mustn't let me beyond. You mustn't get chicken wings.
That's not really the idea.
Operate here, and then you can shoot here, but as soon as you get a hand behind you, it's going to be a struggle.
Always maintain that order. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, you probably have to go.
That's the point. It's not about. I can resolve this conflict.
So think nothing more, it's almost all.
Move down one.
Yes.
Trying to break out of the pipe. You go down, you might get moved up. You can't break out. So don't try.
Yes.
Sorry, we're going to, move back
So it's all I'm doing is all the time. Because that's the direction you're going. If I had you going down, then yeah, I could tackle. Try to move with you. Yes. So let's stick on this. It's got very stiff now. Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. I'll make the rest of my body a bit. So I want to slow that down. What I'm not doing, come on. I'm getting the rest of my body. Yes. Now you're in trouble. The further you go, the more trouble I get into. I actually remember, this is my shoulder. So if I'm going to move this way, I still think this is my shoulder.
Keep
I
yourself
don't
down.
want to move that way. If I'm standing at the side, they'll keep everything in
This
this
way,
way.
this way. The more you keep me this, I'll just touch it.
So I've got freedom of choice here, and I'm always going to operate with a hole in my body. Well, that's always the end. That's not always what you do.
Was it as a guy?
Yeah. Nice. More control you have there.
Yes.
Nice. That's not my problem. Yeah. So don't close. It's hard to throw, isn't it? When I try to force you, what if I brush? So I suddenly right. Then I can move you, but as soon as I come to do that kind of thing, maybe you're selling your body. You have to be kind to be cool. It's very nice to be able to throw me. That was out of wrestling, that was. Forearm smash. I know. Okay, so coming closer to my body. Sending more feeling down and more feeling up. So really think to the sky and think to the floor, and then walk past me and let your hand come down. Hand down, hand down. But the only change is where my mind was. So I think the only thing changes where my mind was. I just my mind was within shadow. Remember to go to the floor and shadow the sky and
Nice.
Wow, yes. Enjoy that.
I think you only did two.
Still like it. You need to brush it.
So don't forget to relax. Don't reach the center. Lift this up and
You should have me on the brink. That's right. There was a point where I think it
because if you want me to the center, I don't know. Sure, let's do it again.
I want you to show me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can lift the center with your hand.
Yeah,
So this is easy, it's not like.
So let me stay. One. You feel that there is no heat. So, one. And this one. If I do this, I cannot copy it. So this one is.
just feel how light it is.
Or just give you a little bit of
As long as I keep.
So then if you don't hold. Yeah. Never. That's why you're not. Okay.
awesome. Awesome.
So, here, twice doing the same thing. So I don't know how many of these are standard things you do.
Okay, for everything.
But the point is, I don't actually want you to do standard things. I want you to just feel, well, where does he want to go? So I'm here. I'm going to remain in the center. I'm just going to try and stay 59, which really means full capacity to get all the information in. Yeah, but I'm a real empty vessel in terms of receiving information. So I'm not thinking I'm going to do this now. As soon as I try to put some intention into it, it goes wrong, but I'm going to stay in my center. So that's the rule. Ooh, didn't stay in my center. No intention there, but I did stay in my center. So I am in my center. Just trying to feel what he wants to do. Sorry. Very demand on the other top. You reverse it at some stage. There we go. No rules on where I attack. You don't know what I'm going to do. What's my job? I have to say as soon as I can. Not this. Yeah, right. You're going with the end leaps here. Okay. I'm not letting him throw. I'm meaning this.
Yeah, there we go. If I hesitate, I'm going.
Yes. It's lovely. Be irresistible as opposed to resist. Not move.
You, I'm trying to do this to you. You need to stop it from happening. Because I'm helping you. So, this is holding. I'm creating some kind of destabilizing kind of construct. At this point, it's this. So you're thinking, okay, Nico's going to take me there. So now we need to do that. Move around with it. Let's play fair on a second. What the game is? Then the Maui. So don't resist. So you're thinking, it's coming around, it's more like pressure, more react pressure. So if it doesn't go over the first time, you get to the center. You have to think about it. Double opportunity. So let's say this goes wrong, I'm attacking. This goes wrong. Yeah. So here, you change the control a little bit.
Think about what those things are next. Do you sense what they're going to do?
So here, it should be relaxed.
Very experienced. You're not thinking what they're going to do, it's just that as soon as they change, you notice it.
It's trying to change this muscles. That's what we're going to change the focus on the triceps.
What do you feel like? Just a little appeal.
So,
Yes. Original. Okay, just pause a second. Okay. Then we've got two pairs. Person who's doing the technique, think of something that you really good at. Think of something you're really good at. Shut your eyes. Put yourself there. Remember how you feel as the expert in this subject. Might be just something really simple like having a conversation or walking a dog or planting seeds, something that you just feel totally at ease with, totally in your environment. So, you know, if the wind picks up, you notice it straight away. Very aware because you're calm and you're confident. I want you to notice what that feeling is like, just from memory. Right? And then I want you to come back to what you were doing, but capture that feeling. So I want you to stay in the place you were doing the thing that you were really confident doing. Right? And not think about this exercise. Not think about it, but stay in that place. So that when Laura comes, I'm in that place. Thank you. Because I'm in my place, I'm in my happy place. This is good. It's great what's going on around me. But I'm in control because this is something I know really well. What it's like to be centered. Hey, I'm not really doing much, am I? I'm just staying here. Nice. Yes. Don't think, just do. Just feel and do.
Think of it. Think of it. Oh, sorry, I think of it.
Very good. Pat on the shoulder, say well done. Wait.
Yes, you will.
Okay. So did that make a difference? Did that make a difference? Did that make a difference?
Oh, see, what's that?
What do you think? As the receiver, did it make a difference?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Transform that.
But I think we can do it, kind of tapping, tingling. That means actually something, something must be taking place. Something. Yeah. Maybe something, but enough. I think it's something.
But if you're uncomfortable, slightly uncomfortable with the situation, think of something where you really are comfortable. And forget where you are for a moment. And think about what it's like to be comfortable. And bring that state back with you. It's not going to make it worse, is it? It's not going to be any better, or it's not going to be worse when you come back feeling relaxed and comfortable. Still might go wrong, but you're in a much better shape to deal with what comes your way. Better chance of solving it. You just are. If you're uncomfortable and you're tense with it, your chances of solving it is kind of going to zero. Well, not zero, but just lessen. The more tense you are with it, the more likely it is to you're going to miss that open goal. The difference between the #1 tennis player and the #2 tennis player is not how well they can serve or volley. It's that one is able to stay slightly calmer than the other at the crucial points. And that's true, I think, in all sports. So the top end is the guys that stay calmest, that handle the pressure the best. They're able to bring their A game. They're able to sort of achieve what they're capable of. And I think that's the goal of Aikido, to achieve what we're capable of. So we want to be in our best state as often as as we can be. And who controls how we feel? There can be a lot of extraneous pressures that make it harder to make the right decisions. Granted, that you can't control. But the fact that you lose it, that is down to you again. That's what I mean about pushing more boundaries. We're looking to be able to take more and more pressure, and it still phases us. We're still able to bring our A game. Doesn't need to say we solve all the world's problems, but we bring our A game. We can be proud of what we did because we gave it our best shot. I think that's all we can hope for. And I think our training is to recognise that wasn't my A game. But that's the next time. To recognise it. And not say, oh, I can't do that. Oh, useless. Oh, it's to, I'll get there. You just need to relax a bit more. You need to practice a bit harder. Any thoughts on resistance at the end? It's actually a great tool. It's telling you everything you want to know. Your internal resistance, recognizing that and learning to overcome it. Huge. Recognize the resistance that somebody is giving you when they're attacking you and how to use that is also huge. So it might seem a negative, but when you know about it, it can become huge. Sounds like it might be. Okay, let's start together.
Thank you.
Your last chance to get centered for you. Thank you, team.